Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Wednesday! Time to finish up the Friendship Treehouse. And yeah, Kichi-kun, the pirate ship in the intro, that was an homage to the Black Sea's Barracuda, and it is not available anymore. I did look that one up, because that's a pretty nice one. They do have another one that's currently available as one of the Creator 3-in-1s. It has, like, brick-built sails, though. Howdy, Sealan, and everyone else, how's it going? How's my day so far? It's been busy. It's been busy. Even that, even had an island, yeah. So my day, I had to get up really early because the steam cleaners were coming. And then I had to go to a financial institution and take care of some things. And then afterwards, I went to the transfer center recycling place, and they literally closed while I was there, so that was great. Like, I had a bunch of cardboard, I had some hazardous materials that I wanted to get rid of. Dumped all the cardboard. Should have gotten rid of the cardboard last, because I still could have done that. But they'd put up the orange cones in front of it, and I asked one of the workers, I was like, hey, are they closed over there? I had some stuff to drop off, and he called over to someone else, and they're like, yep. And he turns back to me and says, yeah, it's after 5, and I looked, yep, it was 5:01. Fair enough. If I had realized it was quite so late, I definitely would have done those other things first. Anyway, so we got the Friendship Treehouse. Here's what we've got done so far. I could put some pirate flags on the Titanic and use that as a big old pirate ship. Yeah, it would work better in, like, a Waterworld type environment. Just build the ship from Dragon Quest Builders 2. Yeah, but I'd rather use my my ship hulls. I got a lot of ship hulls. It's pretty nice. Giant ham sandwich. Yum, 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 yum. Work home now, streams while you eat dinner. Nice. Alright, so we got bag number 6. Let's go ahead and get that out. Just build up a custom one. I mean, I could dig out the proper parts for the Black Sea's Barracuda and do that one. I mean, some of the pieces are broken. I'd probably have to replace them with more modern pieces, but I'm pretty sure I do technically have all the pieces, and most of them should be intact. Like, it used a little, it used these flag elements as cannon covers in red, and you can see that it's thicker right there than it is here, partly because these clips are thicker, and so a lot of these have broken on my pieces. So, but it is also just red. I could just get a bunch of red ones and replace them. All right, got an 8x8 there. Go ahead and spread some pieces out. That's true. Dragons do need a lot of food. Feed me, feed me. Alright, let's see. Alright, so got lots of leaf elements, so that'll be fun. I also suspect that we're going to be finishing this before the end of the stream, so I have the current Gift-with-purchase set. Let me go ahead and move this for a second. We can get a better look at it. Flowerpot. So you get a little pot and some plants. Very nice gift-with-purchase set. And they're now doing this like gift-with-purchase logo on it so that it's a little bit more obvious and stuff like that. So, yeah, it should be fun to build if we finish this one, which I suspect we will, because there's only 3 bags left. Alright, let's see. We have some fencing And that is going to go there. A nougat curved fence. Always nice to get that. Oh yeah, I should pull out some of the old fences that I have of this type because it's got flat right there, and we could take a look at that, compare them. All right, and dark nougat 1x1 cylinder bricks. All right. Next up, 2 dark nougat log bricks and a magenta 1x2 tile. There is the other one. There we go. And that's it. All right, next up we get some more banisters, railings, magenta 1x2, 4x4 macaroni tile, and 1x4 half tile. Alright, that's it there. Alright, grab the chain. Get it out from the leaves there. And a 6L bar with stop. Okay, stud goes in front. Make a drawbridge here. Alright, and then a 1x1 cylinder brick. Get that on. And a black 1x1 cylinder plate with a hollow stud. Slide that right on. 2 more cylinder bricks. Slide those on. Another 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud in black. And then get the other chain. And make sure that the sections are going the right way. There we go. Alright. Howdy, it's Zir. How's it going? Music reminds you of Evangelist. It is, once again, playing the Paradox music from EU4 and Vicky 2. Alright, and this slides right on there. See? Yeah, you got some hanging chains when, you know, for when you're at your friendship treehouse, and, you know, there's an interloper, and they just need to be chained up, you know? You know how it is, right? Those gosh darn interlopers. And I forgot to mute my other computer. There we go. Alright, yellow 2x4 plate. Alright. T-bracket, double corner bracket, and 2x2 tile. And then some orange, 1x2 to 1x2 upward brackets. Get those in there. And then white 2x2 inverted curved slopes. There we go. Alright. Tan 1x2s with angled arms. There we go. And, you know, I guess it could be a swing as well as hanging up the, you know, interlopers and intruders, as you do. Hold on, let's get that turned around there. There we go. Alright, let's get a mini doll in there. Slide him forward a little bit. There we go. Whee! You know, and he can swing really high, and then... Wait. Aw, dang it. Okay, there we go. We can crank it up. There we go. That's what we can do. This can be a new game. You know, crank up the swing and then let it rip. Whee! Pie trees from Xanth. Pie. Scary thing is that Ald actually does have more than enough handcuffs to make those chains into manacles with. That's true. I do have a lot of handcuffs. Oh, you're probably talking about Lego ones. I'm sorry. I do have a lot of those as well. Alright, 2L axle in red with notches and a curved cylinder element. And then on there, a double 2x2 cylinder plate. Slide that right on there. And then a 2x2 with a single stud. You're the one that brought it up, Low Bunny. Don't look at me, you know? You know, don't open the door if you can't handle what's behind it. You know what I mean. Alright, so we get our large leaf element. Get some leaves on, smaller leaves on it with lime green, bright green, yellow. 2 flowers. And a happy little bee. There we go. Got a happy little bee there. Get that on there. And then a brown carrot top. Slide that right in there. Sure, we can go with that, Mr. Wolverine. That's fine. Get that right in there. There we go. Alright, next up. Get another blue friction axle pin. And a dark brown number 1 Technic connector. I mean, you didn't specify, Low Bunny, so, you know, I think this is still on you. I think this is still on you. Speaking of not admitting fault, there was a guy arguing on D&D forum. So someone was basically like looking at an old Sage Advice ruling that they eventually changed their mind on, the Sage, but basically it was that the elven resistance to sleep and charm magic didn't apply to a sleep gas breath weapon. So the person was like, that could be taken to mean that like biological agents don't do it, and it has to be like, you know, a magical type thing. And someone who is very, very aggressive in telling other people when they're wrong and stuff, was like, no, because if it was, then it would be using the poison saving throw rather than breath weapon. Ergo, it cannot be that. Like, he was saying flat out, cannot be this thing, because if it was, it would use this other saving throw. So I pointed out that the paralyzing breath of one dragon and the poisonous breath of 2 other dragons also use breath weapon saving throws. And the guy, and I pointed out that he was moving his goalposts, and he's like, well, I pointed out that he was moving the goalposts after he said, that doesn't count because it's different dragons. Yeah. The guy is extraordinarily aggressive in being wrong. You're in a LEGO stream discussing LEGO parts. Why would I think it was anything else? Because it's amusing that way. Right, get an elephant tree trunk in there, and another one down here. Alright, let's get some leaves on here. Yeah, he's extremely rude in telling other people when they're right and wrong, and and is never ever wrong. He definitely believes himself to be the end-all be-all interpreter of the rules. Alright, so these leaf elements are going onto the tree trunk, the elephant trunk pieces. There we go. It is a lot easier to get these in on the trunk and then put the trunk in, I find. So I'm actually going to get this off right here. And then the other leaf element. You'll admit responsibility for the skirt thing earlier, but this handcuff thing is on you. I mean, you're the one that brought it up. I don't know. I don't know. Chat, I'm going to need a ruling on this. What do you guys say? Is it on me or is it on Lel Bunny? Let's go ahead and get this brown carrot top in there. Staying out of it. Alright, well, if chat abstains, then my point stands. Okay, maybe it's not easier. I just think it's easier. This is hard to get this in. You suss it to be both? No. It can't be both. Can't be both. There we go. Alright. That is in. Alright, how do they want the leaf? They want it like that. Okay. And I popped off a leaf down here as well, so let's get that back on. Alright, next up, over here we got a yellow 1x4, and we get 2 1x1, pardon me, dark nougat cylinder bricks. My point is that I'm guilty, huh? I mean, except I'm like super innocent of all charges, so you know. I do really like these curved window elements. I just like them in more colors. They fit really nicely into these arches, which is of course the point. Alright, let's see. Get a beige 4x6 here. So that's what we got going on up there at the top. And another pair of 1x4 bricks over here, and then the second arched window right there. And then our 2 arches. There we go. See, that looks really nice. I really do like that. Okay, let's see. We got a 1x2 tile slope and 3 dark nougat 1x3 plates. I'm a wholly innocent creature, Oh, Bunny. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, dark nougat, 2x2 curved slope right here. My innocence is full of holiness. Yes, that is true. This is accurate. Alright, 4x4 quarter cylinder plate and a yellow 1x1 plate right there. And 1x3 slope, 1x3 brick, and a 1x1 with a side stud. As a fellow dragon, you'd have to come to Ald's defense if vengeance is called upon. It's good. It's good. I appreciate that. And Mr. Wolverine, staying by my side. All right, I appreciate this. See, it's really nice to bribe you guys with like videos and stuff, you know. If you defend me, you'll get more content. Huh? Huh? Yeah. You know you want it. Alright, another 1x1 cylinder brick right there. And another 1x3 slope and a 1x2 brick. Okay, and the 2x4x4 half cylinder panel and brown 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. Currently enjoying the Chrono Cross LP and one of the CK2 LPs. Excellent, excellent. Which CK2 LP are you on? Oh, speaking of more content, Zerfall did start posting our new co-op LP. I need to get a link in Discord. I didn't get a chance to do that before the stream, because I did have a busy couple days. But I'll get that on the Discord. I've already created a playlist, and I'll be adding the videos as we go. It is a fun one. The Breaking Free CK2 one, that was good. Which one was that one again? Oh, that was with Kill Kakan. Right, yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun to like play on each other. I think he was like my lifeline early on, and then as we got farther in, the role was reversed, and I got to pay back what I owed him, shall we say. Alright, 1x4 plate tile with there would be a sticker on that. Not really digging the angled board look here. What game are we co-oping? It is a Japanese PC 98 game called Private Idol. An idol who basically moonlights as a private eye. With character designs, if you were watching my Super Robot Wars streams, character designs by the character designer of J. Decker and the TV designs for Ray Earth. And some pretty famous Japanese voice actors in there, too. I want to say Aya Hisakawa. Not sure how many of you guys would recognize her, but I know Cressons probably would. Well, I know Cressons would for sure. Currently on episode 29 of the Breaking Free CK2 LP. Nice. I hope you're enjoying that one. Alright, let's get this curved slope there. Another flower on here. And there we go, another leaf. Alright. Dark nougat 2x2 plate, 2x2 curved slope, and a nougat 1x2 with 2 clips. Get that on. And that goes right there. Okay, get a leaf, get an eggshell, and get a birdie. It's a very big eggshell for this birdie. That's a very big eggshell for the birdie. There we go. Focus on the birdie there. All right, so we got our a roof on this one, with some foliage on top. Spare pieces from this bag: a yellow 1x1 plate and a red 1x1 cylinder tile with ladybug pattern. Get those, get in there. Thank you. All right, so let's take a look at that again. Again, I like getting a yellow arch. If I ever wanted to, well, no, don't worry. I mean, I'll post it in the announcements. I just haven't gotten to it yet because I've been busy. Like yesterday, I was super busy all day, and it wasn't even a recording day. And then today we had steam cleaners come. I had to get up early for that, and then I had to go to run some errands after my stream. So I've just been busy. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it. All right. Howdy, Cody. How's it going? All right, bag number 7. Let's get this back a little bit. Alas, poor Ald. 2 long days. Yeah, yeah. It's awful. Boo to long days. You know what Ald needs is 2 large pizzas. That would be a lot of food. Alright, so we got something that's not cloth. I'm not sure what that's going to be. Some fun elements in here. We got a worm gear. That's always fun. Yeah, worm gears are great. I love Lego worm gears. They're so much fun to build stuff with. It's one of my problems with them doing, like, nothing but vehicles these days, is that it's like, I don't get the cool parts that I want. Or I should say the cool functionality that I want. Worm gear? No. No, an actual gear. Alright, nougat 2x4 and dark nougat 1x4 plates, and another nougat 2x4. And then a pair of gray 2x2s with Technic holes. And 2x3 gray plates. Beige 4x4. And another dark nougat 1x4. Alright, and then a pair of black friction pins. Your brain is just on Magic the Gathering D&D and CK2. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, light blue 1x4 plates. A nougat 1x4 tile. Dark nougat 2x2 plate. And a pair of beige 1x2 plates with bars. There we go. And then some tiling. 1x4 panels and two 2x2 white tiles. There we go. Oh, I think I know what this is going to be. Okay. Alright, I got it. Alright, pair of yellow 2x4s. Nougat 1x2 plates with double horizontal clips. Yellow 1x1 plates. And yellow 2x2 tile slopes. Not tile slopes, curve slopes. Howdy, Lord Canis, how's it going? Don't randomly spawn the Phyrexians in Spain. I think that's safe. I think that's safe. I don't think that's too likely to happen. So how has everyone's week been so far? What just happened? That's fair. It's been okay? Oh. Better okay than bad. That is for sure. Alright, so we got this interesting gray Technic beam element with 1x3s, kind of an I-beam, but this is turned. Trying to think of what uses I could have. I mean, I guess on the one hand, you could lock things in that are going this way to things going this way. The problem is that you'd have to use Technic beams as opposed to Technic bricks, and that's very limiting. Seeing as how you're off this week, a lot of afternoon naps, that's pretty nice. And quiet for Lel Bunny, that's good. Isovin's been good. Yellow pins. I'm not sure why they change over to yellow for frictionless pins, regular Technic pins is. To a certain extent, like, I get the color change, so it's really easy to see if, like, you know, you've got, you know, if you've got a container of pins, it's really obvious what is what. That said, it's kind of garish if you're building something out of gray and you got, like, yellow or blue in it. It's not too bad if you've got black in it, but... That said, if you're building something that's like yellow and green and you got gray in it, it's a little eh. Alright, then we have another Technic I-beam. It does wobble a bit. You're getting sleepy? Alright, Mr. Wolverine, have a good rest of your night and sleep well. We've got beige double pins, not friction. No, not friction. Okay. And then we are locking them in with an axle connector and axle to pin connectors. We got 2 of these. Still wobbles, though. And that's partly because frictionless pins are not as tight as the friction pins, so you wouldn't get as much wobble with those. I think it's warmer now that it's been all day here. Yeah, it was. It looked like it was gonna hit the high just at dark here. Alright, 1x10 plate. We got a 1x3 brick. I need a brown 1x1 Technic brick there, and a friction axle pin. There we go. Let's see, it is currently 73 here. I hate you guys so much. Just stealing all my cold, my snow, all that stuff. Not sharing it because you're mean. So mean. Why do I keep making content for you guys? I don't know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Alright, red 1x2 Technic B brick with 2 holes there. And 1x8 tile, 1x6 tile, and another 1x8 tile. I want money, that's why. It's true, I do. It's currently rolls a D100, cloudy with a chance of hail there. You thought I lived near DC, not the tropics? Well, no, so 2 things, Lel Bunny. And number 1, keep in mind that latitudinally, DC is at the same latitude as Lisbon, give or take. So, you know, I mean, we should be having, like, Spanish, Italian weather kind of thing, based on that. But Europe is warm for its latitude. And it is getting, like, the subtropical band is moving ever further north these days. And it's moving quickly. It's like going feet per year. So it's really just a matter of time before we are in subtropical weather. If not already. Alright, so we have these on the bottom. As long as there's a tile right there, this can lock in. And then we... Let's see. Yeah, slide that on there. Alright, let's turn this sucker around. And we do have a tile there and a pair of studs right in there. And here we go. Okay, you know what? There we go. Oh. It does need to be on there first. Alright, that explains it. But there we go. Alright. Just had 3 days of record high temperatures in New York, and now it's back to the 40s. Yeah, all of basically the North Atlantic coast has been setting a bunch of heat records. But again, it's heat records, and it's unusual for the time period, so you're still likely to get cold temperatures again and stuff like that. Is that pushed down there? Seems like it. It's just very wobbly. Which makes sense. This is weighing heavily on it. It's always roller coaster weather for you up there anyway. Yeah, but it's just going to get worse, unfortunately. There is a joke that if you don't like the weather in Maryland, wait 5 minutes. All right, two 2x4 Technic plates. You have the same joke. There we go. All right, so this locks the elevator beam in place, so that's pretty cool. Last year, a snowstorm took out your power for 4 days about this time in the month. Wow. I don't think we've ever had a major snowstorm in April. At least not this late. We've definitely had some pretty significant... Some of our most significant snowfalls have been in March, though. Alright, and then a white Technic 2x6 plate there. Alright, nougat 2x4 with 2 studs. Two 1x2s, a 2x2, and then 2 black 2x2 cylinder plates, and a gray 1x2 to 2x4 downward bracket. And 1x6 tile. Another dark nougat 2x2 plate and 2 2x2 cylinder plates in white. And then nougat 2x2 tile, 1x2 tile, and another 2x2 tile right there, covering up that top. All right, interesting. We got a another white 2x6 Technic plate. The old style 2x2 to 2x2 plate brackets. So the fascinating things about this is that it's like, regardless of what side it's on, it's always a plate extra. So like, you know, you can do this, and it's hanging down plate-wise there, plate thickness. Same thing here, plate-wise thickness. So, of course, you've got this little extra bit off the side, but it is notched. Let's see if the camera will pick this up. Yeah, so it's notched right there, and that is so you can put them flat up against on plates without it requiring like tiling and stuff like that. We could get a UPS, universal or uninterruptible power supply. That's what I've done for my computers. There we go. Alright, another white 2x6 plate. Pair of white 2x2 cylinder bricks, cylinder plates. 2x2 cylinder tiles in dark gray with a hole in the center. And then down right in the middle, we get the two half 2x2 cylinder bricks, which are really useful for a couple reasons. Number one, you can put an axle through it and spin it, whereas the 2x2 cylinder bricks normally have an axle hole as opposed to a cross axle hole rather than a round hole. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be something fitting through there. Go ahead and get the stack all the way up with these 2x2s, or 1x2s. There we go. Alright, and then slide the brown 5L axles through there with stops. And then on the underside, a half beam in yellow with cross axle holes on the ends. You got a storm going there, little buddy? I think we're officially in a drought, in a bit of a drought here. So we've got an orange 1x2 beam with a pinhole and an axle hole. And then we get the pin connector there. 8L dark gray axle with stop. Slide that all the way through. Slide on the 1x1 Technic beam, yellow half bushing. There we go. Storm would throw you back eventually, even Mother Nature doesn't love you? Aww. Well, Egon loves you. Alright, so we get a right angle connector, axle on top and pin on bottom Another yellow half bushing. Slid on there. And here is our worm gear. And another half bushing. Egon loves to bite you? Yeah, see? There you go. And I just realized that I got the, oh, no, don't go off. There we go. I got this one on wrong. I need the axle, the pinhole on there, not the axle hole, because we want this to spin. Get the worm gear back on. There we go. Get that on there, and then the other half bushing. There we go. Yes, in LEGO instructions, I did screw that up. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. Make sure you don't screw this up. I know you might screw that up. There we go. Alright, so you spin it, and the worm gear does a very nice spiral motion. And then we take our other 8L axle with stop, slide on an 8-tooth dark gray gear, get that in there, slide that all the way down the hole. There we go. You're not a choo-choo. Bite him back. Yeah, there you go. But of course, that was on the next page, so that you have the opportunity to build it wrong first. Yeah, yeah. Gotta teach the kids that they done it wrong. There we go. All right. So this whole contraption fits into the bracket right there, which I don't think I've ever seen LEGO do it that way, but that's a really nice way of doing it, using these brackets as a way to hold this mechanic and hide it without bricks. That is pretty cool. All right. Next up, 2x4 Technic plate. 2x2 cylinder tile with a hole in the center, and then these two plate to beam connections. That goes right on there. Alright, then we get a crown gear. Actually, this is a bevel gear. They haven't made crown gears in a while, unfortunately. I love crown gears. They just look cool. Alright, then we have our 3 angled plate here, which used to have toothed elements here and holes at the ends. The teeth elements were not for gears; they were for locking it in with the old style bushings that had teeth on them. But they do not do that anymore. All right, so use the 1x4 curved slopes. Get these on the 3-way angle Technic plate. And then a 7L, 7L axle. Get a yellow bushing on there. half bushing. Slide that in there. And then we get a gray one. I don't know how... I don't think that I've seen too many sets that have had multiple colors of bushings on them. I don't know why. Alright, now we take the other bevel gear, put that right in there. Yeah, they've been putting a lot of little Technic elements like this in. If you look at the image of that friend set that I put in on the Discord, it's got the same kind of thing. Little bits of Technic elements to get in motion and stuff like that. It's great. It really is. I mean, you know, showing that you can get all this kind of movement with kind of engineering stuff and things like that. All right. Let's go ahead and open this up. And we get our Lego string. This is official Lego brand string, so keep that in mind. Now, unlike stickers, I will use this. So I got plenty that has not been that nothing's been done with. All right, and we will slide this in here. I am no good at complex knots. I usually just double loop. That's usually good enough. Arr, I'm not a sailor, I be a landlubber. And I could have done that a little bit thinner as well, but that's fine. And then on the other end, no, I just be able to talk like a pirate every once in a while. Even though I be no pirate myself. Yarr. It be not even talk like a pirate day, and yet here I be, talking like a pirate. Reckon the spirit of things I do be, doing. Alright, so, get that right on there. And this down here. Let's take up the slack on this string. Very, very slowly. And here we go. There we go. We got no slack on it. And the elevator slowly works its way up. Very, very, very slowly. But then you can drop down this the little element there, and You can ride on, off. Put that back up. And then bring the elevator back down. Again, very, very, very slowly. Does feel a little bit overcomplicated, I'll be honest. There was a lot of gear reduction there. Now, that said, it is, like... It's too much, but at the same time, I would rather have too much and introduce the concept of gear reduction to builders than have none at all kind of thing. Because this is of course the fun thing about the worm gears. Well, I mean that's one of the important things, the gear reduction. One of the fun things is that because they work by kind of a spiral drill pattern, you really cannot force the okay. So I say that, and yet I technically am kind of forcing it. But you really can't force a worm gear out of place without, like, breaking things and skipping things and stuff like that. And that's on the really, really big Lego mecha, the worm gears are used for the like the shoulder joints and the leg joints and things like that, where you want to be able to rotate something to move the arm up and down kind of thing, and then keep that pose there with weight. Because you basically have to either have things break or skip the worm gear. Like if the worm gear pops out, then yeah, then the thing can freely move and stuff like that. But they're very good and very important for getting large, very heavy Lego mecha into their positions. You have a book on pirates that's written in Old English? Yeah, so Old English is it's not technically another language, but because of all the influences on English since then, it functions completely differently. Like, modern English is to a certain extent a pidgin language, like Creole in down south, and that's one of the reasons why it lost so many of the like endings that words in other Indo-European languages have. All right, so spare parts. We've got half bushings in gray and yellow. We've got a yellow Technic pin, a black Technic friction pin, and a black 1L beam. Very, very cool. It's lots of usage of these and thous. You had to recite part of the Canterbury Tales in Middle English in senior English class in high school. Yeah, and like Middle English is enough that you can be like, once you figure a few things out, then it's like, ah, yes, I understand this. I can see the English in it, kind of thing. How does one even use thee and thou? They're just older versions of other pronouns like you. All right. Let's go ahead and do bag number 8. I do like that you've got like this you know, wind turbine on this. On the other hand, for a treehouse, how rich are these characters to have a wind turbine on top of a treehouse? Yeah, the one of those that's not real is YE. If you see someone actually doing a ye, like ye old shop with an extra PE at the end, that's a misunderstanding. The ye was a misunderstanding of the written Thorn character, which is TH. So if you read something and it's ye old shop, that's supposed to be the old shop. It's supposed to be said the old shop. How rich was that blacksmith and archer to have half the stuff they did? I mean, they clearly were supplying weapons for the Lord. Old English gave you a grief and history of the English language. You have the habit of adding extra syllables to your words. Your medieval Latin was perfect. Your classical and Old English was not. Nice. See, I picked up just enough of the languages that I studied to be like, yeah, that's Latin. Yeah, that's Japanese. You know, in Latin, Agricola. I remember like half the declensions of that, and that's about it. And I don't even remember what they do anymore. And then Japanese. Let's see, what can I like? Playing the game with Zerfall, I recognized when one of the characters said "Daijoubu desu ka?" which means "Are you okay?" one of the few things that I remember. That and Keiki desu. Urine dives are fun. The monks would have understood you. More words need more syllables. Alright, let's see. Let's get a red tile on there. And a sticker would go on there. Oh, I think it's like a radio. Yeah, we're doing the furniture on the inside now. Okay, so this radio goes here. Right there by the door. Remember that you greet people over the phone with Moshi Moshi, but not in person. Yeah. Time for you to watch the back of your eyelids for a while? Alright, have a good night, Seelan. Because it means literally something like I'm talking now. Yeah. And that's one of the interesting things is like the differences in and once you learn this, when you hear someone like a non-native speaker speak and misuse words, that you can understand what their intention is, but it's like that no one would use it that way. Then you will realize that, oh, they're using it that way because in their native language, that verb or noun is how you would do it. Usually a verb. Like, you know, if you're going to go upstairs, stairs is plural, because you can have a stair. But stairs is plural, but in a lot of other languages, the word for the whole thing is a singular noun. So you'll get a lot of, you know, non-native speakers say, I'm going upstairs, or I'm going to take the stair, kind of thing. It was pretty much all you picked up when you were in Japan when you were there in the summer when you were 15, yeah. And you have things like maths. Yeah, but that's a British thing. That's a British thing. They say maths for some reason. Then again, they also say, they don't pronounce solder, they say solder, because they re-picked up the pronunciation from written materials. Alright, got another drawer, and we're putting a fork in there. Look at this adorable fork. We can finally stick forks in things to see if they're done. Look at that little fork. That is adorable. Yeah, I wish I'd actually been able to pick up enough of the other languages, but I am just not very good at languages. Then again, a big part of the reason that we don't have aptitude for languages is because we don't need to pick up other languages. As they say, necessity is a mother of invention. If you need to pick up another language, you probably will. We do not start early enough here in the US. Alright, so this drawer, and I guess this is a gigantic cake. I think that's what that's supposed to be. The Lego set heard me. Keiki desu ka? Is it cake? And then we have our mailbox container. Where is the clear lid for that? There it is. And herbs, not herbs, because in the words of Eddie Izzard, there's an H in it. So, again, that is one of those things where they added it back in. It's a funny thing. English pronunciation has changed more in the UK than it has in the US. American English preserves more older pronunciations than British English because America was settled halfway through the Great Vowel Shift. So we got a cupcake baking in the oven there. One of the things your disability did was screw up your memory and ability for languages, since you went from being able to read Latin fairly easily and everything to... Yeah, it's unfortunate. Alright, so this treehouse has a stove and an oven, and yet the bathroom is down on the first floor with just, like, panels. Alright, 2x6 Technic plate, a 2x2 slope, and this is a classic bed design. Classic Lego minifig beds oftentimes look like this. Notice that the certain American accents is more of a proper British accent than the British accent. It's not so much that. It's difficult to get to accents unless you do comparative, like, how sounds, like... short of comparing what, like, words get changed into, like, how they get written by in other languages kind of thing. Many U.S. dialects are rhotic because the English settlers still pronounce their R's at the time of colonization. Right. Yeah, like I was saying, American English preserves a lot of elements that were lost in British English from earlier English. So yeah, like, if you want to, if you want to have fun and piss off your British friends, just casually point out that American English is more proper English than British English. Theirs has changed more. Doesn't actually matter, but it's also fun to tease your friends, you know. All right, so we got a bunk bed in there. Interestingly enough, with a curved slope for the pillow on the top one, and a regular slope for the bottom one, which is a pretty standard old-style minifig bed. You don't want to anger the British either? Aww. Where's the fun in that? You want to live in this treehouse? Yeah, it's a pretty nice place to live. It looks like. I'd want to check out the bug situation, but they definitely seem to have put a lot of money into this treehouse. Then again, I imagine that there could be a termite problem. Right, get a mug here, and then a double light blue plate, and a 1x4x2 panel. Get that for a computer standing desk. Tree mansion. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, if you look at like an old classic 80s minifig house, yeah, this thing is gigantic. The termites were technically there first. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Get that right in front of the window. Alright, 1x4 log brick. We get a white mug. And then what I can only assume is supposed to be a lava lamp. There we go. You have some Irish, Scottish, and Welsh in you. You have Dutch, you believe, along with Alaskan Native. Nice. I am basically German and Norwegian. I should probably not say Norse, because it's properly Norwegian. We get a guitar there on the wall. Light blue back here. And another mug right there. Yeah, if you don't use it, it's really, really tough to keep your language stuff. Alright, so we got a bunch of, like, throw rugs and stuff here. All stickers and cushions. That one looks like it's supposed to be a cushion. Recently found out you have Swiss in your genetics from somewhere. Just going, are you sure Ancestry? I am very suspicious of Ancestry's material, to be perfectly honest. Because it does seem to vary tremendously. Now, that said, like... And then we get a bed all the way up here. Like, there was an article that I linked on the Discord that... like, they in was it central Germany? No, it was probably, I think it was western Germany along the Rhone or something like that. They found a graveyard of multiple families over generations, and they were able to actually, like, do genetic comparisons of the... Something popped. That popped. Of the individuals there, and basically they found that there were no women related to the women, like the families there, over the age of like 15. Under 15 they found related women, but over 15 there weren't any. And basically what that indicates is that whereas all the men were related, like the men would stay home, although some of them did leave home for a while and then come home. But basically it's that, like, and the women, the adult women, were sometimes from really far away. So basically what it is you got the men staying in place and the women going really far away to marry. which was really interesting and not really surprising either when you think about it. Even when the men traveled, they'd come home kind of thing and live on the farmstead. That gets right there. Seems like it would be a little bit difficult to use that computer right there. I don't know. Get a little fence right here so people don't roll out of bed. You don't want inbreeding to happen. That's true, but it's interesting that the men didn't leave. They basically always came home. Now, that said, we don't have complete, like, records, so we don't know about those that left. But there weren't any men coming to marry the women. It was all the men going away, which, I mean, again, yeah, you know, makes sense given the, what we know about society and stuff like that. But it is like, you know, so if you're doing a DNA test and you got, you know, like your family is from, like coastal Germany and you got some Swiss, well, that's probably how it happened. You know, that kind of thing. And of course, since that would be a maternal ancestor, that's where you get your RNA from. If the family owned the land, it makes a lot of sense. Right, especially considering the way inheritance worked. Alright, now this is a cute little construction. Using the flag. And you got a pizza box. That is adorable. I love this little pizza box. Right, but it could be a lady on that side. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be in your RNA, but that's also why it's interesting to compare RNA as well as just DNA. So I suspect that, you know, if you're doing, you know, research and there's like this element of, where did that come from kind of thing, that's unexpected. Chances are it's some female ancestor back in your lineage got married off into your family from quite a ways away. Alright, so this new birdhouse is going here. They did a test of, like, mitochondria DNA of places where Vikings settled and found mitochondria DNA from a Native American. Alright, we get another elephant trunk there, and elephant trunk here. I mean, they did get to Vinland. Alright, let's make 3 more of our leaf things. I get the desire to make these a kind of assembly line, but they almost... It feels like it makes it look too samey. You have an ancestor who signed the Declaration of Independence on your mom's side? Nice. On my dad's side, it's not an ancestor, but it is a relative. I had someone who was at one time the highest paid military officer in the United States Army. I guess it would be Army. I don't think it was Navy at the time. Nah, it probably was Navy. Yeah, it would have been Navy. And there was a ship named after him. It was sold to Argentina and scrapped. Well, I mean, after they used it. It was a World War II destroyer. Fletcher class. Alright, so we got one leaf in here. You have a lot of train robbers on your maternal grandfather's side. I only know of, like, one murderer on my dad's side. I don't know about my mother's side. They're fairly recent immigrants, so a lot of that information is not easily available. Alright, let's see. Alright. Get another happy little bee. Get him on this flower there. And we get a butterfly. Up here. Just those ones. Alright. Another brown angled arm cylinder element. Mom also had an uncle who fought in World War II, got lost, found a German tank, stole it, accidentally found the German camp, destroyed it, drove the tank back to the Allied base, and told them about the camp that was over there. Nice. That's pretty great. Alright, did I use the wrong pieces somewhere? I must have. Where did I use brown 2x2 cylinder plates that should have been beige? Oh. The cake. See, I thought that was chocolate. My bad. That's what I get for not paying that much attention. There we go. Well, it's not chocolate anymore. So that ancestor that that relative that I was talking about, he was a captain in the U.S. Navy during the Civil War. Was seriously wounded in the neck, survived, lived to be a pretty old age, in fact, and he was actually mentioned by Lincoln in a letter. It's a honey cake. Cake. So the idea of Lincoln mentioning a relative of yours. To be fair, that side of the family is also related to the Roosevelts, so you know. But that's a pretty nice feeling. Yeah, my dad's family came over before the United States, so. A few decades before independence. I don't know if we fought for independence or not, but your dad was only second generation. On my mom's side, they're pretty recent. Came over in like 1910, I think. Originally, we still have like, and even since then, we still have like on my dad's side, there is absolutely no contact with the family that remains in Germany. My dad did manage to find some, and was like, "Hey, do you want to talk about the family?" And they're like, "Nah." But on my mother's side, when we visited Norway in 1992, we stayed with some of her relatives over there. So that's how recent. Like, recent enough that we still have, you know, like, regular contact and stuff like that. Mayflower ancestor, that line is why you could claim membership in Sons of the American Revolution? And you're related to Winston Churchill via his mother. Yep. There we go. And that one goes here. There we go. And then up on top in front of the turbine, or I guess it's underneath the turbine. Your background is train robbers and sharecroppers. Well, it's also not so illustrious in some parts on our side too, because a white family living in America prior to America's independence. Yeah, there was slavery in the family. Found one ancestor whose biggest claim was that he served in Virginia in the last few months of the Civil War, and he played something called the fife. Yeah, fife is a wind instrument. It's an interesting one. Alright, let's see. We've got a 1x1 cone, a black tap on top. Pin connector with, are these... These are not friction. No, they're not friction. Non-friction half pins. Get a trans dark gray 1x1 cylinder tile. Get the arm on there. Get the 1x1 to 1x1 downward bracket there. There we go. And get a telescope up here. Your paternal grandfather has over 100 patents under his name. Nice. So not actually his patents, but his patents that he developed with Westinghouse, kind of thing. Alright, that is it. So we got a magenta 1x1 cylinder plate, a lime green 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud, a red 1x1 plate, 1x1 cylinder tile in trans dark gray, 1x1 cylinder tile in nougat with cookie pattern, 1x1 cylinder plate, flower plate in pink. We got a fork, we got a brown carrot top, black tap, and a 1x1 cylinder plate with bar in black. Alright, so this is the Friendship Treehouse. Of course, we had all of our... Let me go ahead and pull these forward. We had all of the little... habit things. Where's the bunny in this picture? Oh, over to the side. Okay. So we had all these little vignette constructions, which are very cute. With lots of different things that the people there are working on. The bike for, I guess, distributing honey. We got a wheelchair, and then the various mini dolls as well. And, of course, a beekeeper hat. Very, very cool. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. There goes the pizza. Oh yeah, one of my, like, just as a little simple construction, the pizza box is just so good. I mean, you can't actually close it, but that's just so adorable. I love that. And here is the Friendship Tree Mansion. So it's a pretty substantial building. It is a really substantial building, with its little ladder here to get in and out. And of course, on the back side, parts popping off. Let's get those back on. You know, our first floor bathroom with no sink, just a toilet. Try to get this held in a better way. There's our toilet down in there. There's the first floor with our little kitchen, slide even, computer desk, bunk beds, little camp table, some cushions, an outdoor table, and some beds up in the attic. And an elevator powered by a wind turbine, which probably is also bringing electricity for the computer. But yeah, this is a substantial building. Really quite substantial. Amusing that they seem to be semi-self-sufficient and yet ordering pizza. I mean, wouldn't you want delivery pizza? I know I would. I prefer it to homemade pizza. Wind power, where are the solar panels? Oddly enough, so I would say that they probably didn't put solar panels in because it's supposed to be in the forest, given that it's a treehouse. Then again, it might not actually be in the forest, but who knows? I guess we could take a look at the instruction cover. Yeah, I mean, it does look like it's supposed to be in the forest. So, solar panels are not super useful in the forest. Then again, there are, like, it looks like it's more on the edge of town kind of thing. So, who knows? Who knows? But there are a lot of friend sets that do have solar panels, so I think just the lack of solar panels is because it's supposed to be in the forest. That's my guess. That is my guess. Overall, it's a good set. It was a good build. Not going to get much wind either. Well, you know, maybe you don't need that much. I don't know. Yeah, it's a good build. The my complaints about it are not big. I'm not a big fan of these big panel elements that they're using down here with the half arches and stuff. That, oh, there goes the I could feel it going. There goes the slide. There goes the ladder. Oh, everything's coming apart. See, that's the problem with the treehouse. Everything just starts falling apart. No. I would like more substantial house rather than just kind of open platforms here. And some of them are pretty wobbly because they're unsupported and stuff like that. But, you know, it's okay as well. I think my favorite part, even though it's like not significant, is just the fact that they did put in a mechanic element, and it's like I would have done it completely differently. I probably would have done a gear rack thing here or something like that. I think that would have worked pretty well, but just having a worm gear with gear reduction is pretty great. The only problem is that it does take a lot of effort to rotate and bring this thing up. Let me see if I can turn it forward. Takes a lot of effort to bring it forward, bring it up. So, but yeah, it's a good set. A lot of good pieces in it. A lot of fun pieces. So I am pretty happy with it overall. And let's go ahead and put it to the side because it's minifig time. Minifig time. Get my other computer ready. Alright, let's see. There we go. And let's go to Series 9, of which there are not many left. Alright. 1, 2, or 3. Alright, first person to pick a number from 1 to 3. That is the one that I am going with. 1, 2, 3. 2. Alright. Okay. That doesn't count, Cody. Alright, let's go ahead and start a prediction. Get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? Unfair advantage because you still had your fingers on the keyboard. Well, I mean, other people might have had their fingers on the keyboard too. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's 61 degrees out now. Open my window a little bit, get some cool air coming in. Of course, I have the Venetian blinds closed, but oh well. Alright, so, we have gotten all of the minifigs except for the waiter. We are hoping for the waiter. That is what we are hoping for. Get your predictions in. Forest Maiden would fit here, but Plumber is your prediction. I'm gonna guess one of the other kind of more boring minifigs. So, yeah, Plumber would count. I wouldn't mind getting another Plumber. Definitely disappointed by the assortment in the smaller box that I ended up getting. I do want to get a bigger box for more assortment. And, of course, to get a full complement of forest ladies and fortune tellers and mermaids and a starlet and stuff like that. Alright, 30 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. As always, Pepper Girl, because it's not a 0% chance, it's a 0% chance. It's a 0% chance. 0% chance. 15 seconds to go. Why what, Low Bunny? Why do I want more than one of the figures? Alright, predictions are closed. Go ahead and get my timer up. Alright. And go. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Something kind of big. Can I feel a big part? I can. What is this? Alright. Ooh! 20.58. I believe that we have the British judge. Why a full complement of mermaids? So that I can have a bunch of mermaids and a bunch of starlets? Like, I can just change the hair and the head, and I have another fancy lady and stuff like that. Alright. Yes, indeed, we have another judge. So now you guys can tell it to the judge. Alright, there is the, there's his, torso. There we go. Very nicely decorated there. Get his arms down. Get the cloth, robe down there. Let's get his head on. And then his wig. Can I get this over a little bit more? No, it does not want to go over more. Yeah, it's really not possible to get it open down the front because of the way that it just works. And a gavel. There we go. Come on, focus. Focus. Camera. There we go. He's definitely judging you. Nice fancy white powdered wig. All right, so that is our first minifig. And let me go ahead and choose that prediction because I did forget to do that. All right, 20 to 50 seconds. Complete that prediction. Let's check our summary. All right, Ab, Cody, Lord Canis, and Isoven getting a lovely amount of hams out of that. Very nice. Almost 7 times of what you put in. Very nice. Kinshir dropping 15,000 on within 20 seconds. Bahamut 0 hoping for that as well. Preskich going for 50 to 60. And Lel Bunny going for no. Okay. So 2 more weeks of this, and then we will be on to a different minifig set. Very nice. We do have some new ones coming out at the end of the month. I don't know if I'll get them. I don't know how quickly I'll get them, though. All right. So we got quite a few left here. Let's go for this one back here. All right, start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go. Series 24. All right, so we have exhausted the supply of referees, robot assassins, brown classic spaceman with space baby, T-Rex fan, and Newsy. Oh, and the conservationist. So, yeah, Carrot, Orc, Falconer, Rocking Horse Girl, and Potter Lady are all left. And, of course, we have still not yet gotten any Rococo Ladies. So we are still hoping for our first one of that. We have gone through so many in this set and not gotten a Rococo Lady. It is kind of shocking. Kind of shocking. All right, 50 seconds to go. Get your predictions in and guess which one I will get as well. Not that you get anything if you get that right. We got a Potter and we got a Carrot. Carrot's going to sit on the jury for on Lel Bunny's jury in front of the judge. If we get Carrot. If we don't get Carrot, then, you know, maybe it'll be a witness. But will it be a witness for her or the prosecution? That's a good question. All right, about 10 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. We will see what we end up getting. All right, predictions are closed. Okay. You will not be judged? Well, I mean, you can say that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to listen. All right, and go. All right, what do we got? What do we got? 8.25. Real fast. We have a rocking horse girl. Right, I need to verify that. I need to open it up and verify that, rather than just assume I'm correct. Because I might not be. Yes, rocking horse girl. The rocking horse made it easy. Alright, choose that prediction. Within 20 seconds. And let's see, Kinshir, Bahamut Zero getting the hams, more than doubling what you put in. Very, very nice. Abcody, Lord Canis, and Isovan going for 20 to 50. Preskich once again going for 50 to 60, and Lel Bunny going for no. All right, and Rocking Horse Girl will now be sitting on as a witness. Probably a witness for Lel Bunny, though. I think Rocking Horse Girl is going to be very, very happy about how much Lel Bunny shared pictures of Egon with her. There we go. So we got Rocking Horse Girl with her unicorn t-shirt, which is adorable. And the rocking horse that, of course, does look like horse. Little girls love boomies. That could be it. Miss Lil Bunny let me play with her splodies. She's very nice. She let me make aliens go boom. Lil Bunny corrupting America's youth with splodies. All right. Let's go ahead and pull out our last minifig for the night from Series 17. This is the full lineup there. And let's see what we're going to get. How about this one? All right. They're corrupted anyway. Start prediction. Can Ald guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go. All right, so we have not gotten the Surfer. We have not gotten the Yuppie. We have not gotten the 80s Exercise Lady. Those are the three left that we have not gotten. I don't know that we've exhausted any of these yet. But we have gotten now 3 of the Waiter, I believe. 3 of the Pastry Chef. And I think we've gotten 3 of the Rocket Boy, which is basically the minimum of what we could do, what we could get. I'm not picking on Lel Bunny. Got a witness. Little girl who got to see pictures of Egon and play with Lel Bunny's Splodies, you know? All right, 50 seconds remaining. Get your predictions in. Can Ald guess what is inside the minifig pack by fondling the minifig? So Lil Bunny is thinking that we're going to get a vet. Any other guesses as to what we're going to have? It's not going to be an Ald minifig. No. That's not possible. Because Ald wouldn't be a minifig. I don't think I have my dragon up here. Things have gotten shuffled around quite a bit the last few days. Plus, you showed a cute old 80s diner set on Discord. It didn't look like Lego, though. Alright, predictions are just about closed, and there we go. It wasn't. I thought so. I mean, it's fine. I wasn't sure what that was related to. Alright, and go. Let's see what we got. What do we have? I feel some big pieces. There's legs. Those shorty legs? Those do feel like shorty legs. Those are shorty legs. Alright, so let's see if we can narrow it down a little bit more based on something else. I think I have two pieces there. I don't know. Let's go find a different thing. That's a head. I am not narrowing this down very much. Is that? Yep, alright. 45 seconds. We got another fairy girl. Just thought it was cute with the aesthetic. Oh, that's fine. Alright. So, fairy girl. Let's see if that is correct. Alright, I cut it just a little bit too high, apparently. There we go. Yes, indeed. A fairy girl. Couldn't wait 5 more seconds just to make sure? Nope. Nope, I couldn't. Well, I had narrowed it down because I felt the shorty legs. So it was either going to be the fairy girl, the dwarf berserker, or the space fan. Because those are the only 3 that have shorty legs. I didn't think it was the space fan because I didn't feel the rocket. But there were just a few things that I couldn't identify, and I wasn't sure if I had the dwarf or the fairy girl until I felt the plant stem. Alright, so let's go ahead and choose that prediction. 20 to 50 seconds. Complete that prediction. And Ice Oven and Lord Canis getting a massive amount. Wow, 9 times it looks like. 9 times what you put in. Very nice. Bahamut Zero and Kinshir hoping for within 20 seconds. Preskitch hoping for 50 to 60, and it was so close. And Lel Bunny going for no. Very, very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and make our little fairy girl. There we go. And get her hair on. Alright, and we have the dark pink flowers, the classic flowers, that you can either put on like that or like that. Twist them off the sprue. Alright, so here are the classic flowers. So you can either have the stud up or down, Personally, I always think that they look better with the stud up, but there's a mixture on the sets on how they come out, either with the stud up or down. But I do tend to go stud up myself. So you guys can let me know what you prefer. This is a very interesting flower stem element. I don't think they've made too many of them. But get a nice little flower bouquet, and of course we have an extra set of an extra flower with a spare sprue, which I'm pretty sure that they have discontinued that flower design entirely. But here we have our butterfly fairy girl. There we go. Look at that torso. Isn't that adorable? And here's her big butterfly wings. There we go. So we got 2 little girls this time. Nice. Those are very, very cute. Alright, let's go ahead and put those away. That away. And since we did get a little girl with flowers, and even though it's just about time to wrap it up, we're going to build the current Gift-with-purchase set, the Flowerpot. I do not have digital instructions for this, so I will be using regular instructions. But since this is out right now, and if you make an order of a certain amount, I can't remember exactly what that amount is. Oops. It's unfortunately not low. Here is the flower pot elements there. Let's go ahead and put those to the side. So 1 and 1, 2, okay. Alright, Bahamut, see you later. Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, it's basically a gift with purchase with the in the botanical line kind of thing. I haven't made too many of the botanical sets, but I really like them, and I do have some more to do later. I highly recommend them. They look really nice. There we go. All right, so there we go. The bicycle wheel up top works. All right, 8x8 cylinder plate, which I don't know that I have ever gotten an 8x8 cylinder plate, so that's cool. All right, 4 black 1x2 bricks with side studs, and then the gray side stud elements on top. It's a very unique set. Yeah, it is, and yeah, it's got great pieces in it too. But it also just looks very cute. And like most of the sets that the botanical sets don't have like pots with them and stuff like that, so it's nice to get one of those, even though, or a vase or something like that. All right, let's try the other side. There we go, that worked. All right, those elements can get out. And these elements can come out. Alright, 8x8 lattice plate. Go ahead and get our beige 2x2 corner bricks on. And get this right there. Alright, and then we use the second one. Alright, lots of 1x2 plates with round ends at various points. I'm guessing that these are going to be the connection points for all of the flowers. Go. Interesting note about the lattice plates. The hole in the center of the very center. It's not new per se. It showed up pretty shortly after they started making them, but the first ones did not have that. I think they put it in to make it easier to get something off of the spot right there. All right, white 6x6 cylinder plate and 1x2 plates with 2 horizontal clips. Orange 2x2 cylinder plate there in the center, and 4 yellow 1x1 cylinder plates. And a teal 1x2 bricks. Get those on there. And that goes right under here. There we go. Alright, and another pair of 1x2 plates with round ends and hollow studs, and 3 green 1x1 cones, and a brown 1x2 curved slope. There we go. Alright, let's see. Dark gray friction half pin. That goes into a brown pin connector. Get a bright green 6L bar with stop. Get that in there. Oh, and we're doing this twice, so let's go ahead and do the second one, because these are going to be for the leaves. Alright, let's see. Friction axle pins. Get in there, please. Axle connectors. And red 2L axles. Sand green axle to click hinge connectors, and then we get our leaves clicked on there. There we go. I keep going to my mouse to change the page. It's like, it doesn't work that way. Alright. Slide that right in there. And slide that right in there. Okay, and 2 of the next part. So brown 6L bars with stops, and then 5 brown candles. So that's 5. And that's 5. You get the stop end connected in there. There we go. Alright, then a candle. We get 4 of these. And then another 4. So we need 8 of these. And 2 of the candle elements with angled studs. We want these basically, like, straight across there. Lime green, 1x1 cylinder plate flowers. And then these, I don't know, light green, I guess it is? Eggs. And I don't know what this plant type is, but I've definitely seen it. And these are, like, really fuzzy. And I like the look of that. Let's go ahead and get all of these done. There we go. Alright. Second to last one. And last one. Alright, and then we get our candles on the bottom. Go. And last one. Alright, let's get all the eggs with the lime green flowers. I think this is more egg elements than I've ever gotten before, too. Which is amusing, considering that they're not being done as eggs. There are a lot of them, though. There we go. 3 more to go. 2 more to go. 1 more to go. And there we go. That is the last one. Once I get that stud, there we go. Alright. And now we put them on here. I do like the way these look. Alright. There's 7th and the 8th. Excellent. Alright, now... That's 2. That is 3 as I pop off one of these, and 4. Alright, does it look... Looks pretty straight. There we go. There's 1. Alright, and the last of these. There we go. It's pretty straight. Get that on. So we got the 2 of those spare parts. I'll get those in a second. Yellow 1x1 cylinder plate, a lime green 1x1 cylinder plate flower, and a Technic half pin. There we go. Robin Graves, rating with a party of 11. Thank you very much. How's it going? We can get a shout out there for you. There we go. And how are you doing tonight? What were you doing? I am currently building the flower pot, which is the current gift with purchase. We're at the tail end of the stream right now, and got this. I built the friendship tree house just a little bit ago. And these go in right here. Get the leaves tilted back there. Get that slid in. And that one slid in. There we go. There we go. You're doing a stained glass lampshade, but you also do Lego streams. Nice! That is pretty cool. What kind of lampshade? Like for a... Can I say cylinder plate again? Sure, I can say cylinder plate all the time. What kind of lamp? Is it like a desk lamp or a hanging lamp or something like that? I'm just curious. We've got an old one in the house. There's a small bag at number 2. Get the instructions back up there. A hanging lamp. Nice. Can I whisper it into the mic? Cylinder plate. It's like a giant cereal bowl. I can imagine. I can imagine. We have one for... it's really, really old. Like 40 or 50 years old. Pour that one out. Get that tossed over there, off to the side, and then the final bag here. What Lego have you worked on recently? I've got the Eiffel Tower going on Friday nights. This Wednesday night is more of a shorter build streams. Hold on just a second. I just need to take care of something. All right. I think the most recent one on stream was Bowser. Nice. Yeah, I've been eyeing that set. What's my favorite Lego set right now? It's definitely the Lion Knight's Castle. That is an amazing, amazing set and so much fun to build. Let's see. Are we doing 2 of these? No, we're not. All right. So we got our palm fronds and 3-leaf element there. You love the Nintendo 18+ builds? That one is especially impressive. All right, we got our small red flowers on there. Bright green 6L bar with stop and bright green candle. There we go. In terms of like old Lego, that's a tough one, but my classic favorite was Main Street, the old 1980 Main Street set. That's really nice. One day I do have the box for it. I will need to pull that out and show that on stream one of these days, but things are a little bit... Nope, I don't want the 3 stem. I want the 6 stem. Things are a little hectic here at the moment, unfortunately. All right, so red flower on the bright green 3-leaf element. Get that onto one of these stems. And let's go ahead and just make all of these flowers and leaves. go. I need 6, so that's 3, 4. There's 5, and where's the plant? Where's the leaf? There it is. 6. All right. Need to head in from the workshop. Try to stop back in before I end. Thank you very much for the raid, and have a good rest of your night if you don't make it in. Have I started the Eiffel Tower? I have started the Eiffel Tower. The builds happen on Friday. We're actually 2 streams in, but all that is the base. I haven't even started the tower itself yet. That will be coming. That will be coming this Friday. I'm expecting 8 or 9 streams for that, and we've gotten 2 so far. So the 2 streams just for the base. Yeah. It's it does have 10,000 pieces. It does have 10,000 pieces. Mind you, a lot of those were in those trees. There we go. This is kind of reminiscent of the tree, of those trees. This 5 times for let's see, 8 of the trees, and then this 1 time for I guess another 8. Yeah, another 8. So. Oh, I wouldn't say that the base was a pain. It was just very repetitive. And I guess it depends a little bit on how good you are with these stems, which can be a pain. But once I got into it, it wasn't too bad. Nope. Get on there, Clip. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be going for a while. That's one reason why the Wednesday streams are kind of other stuff. I don't know what the next Wednesday stream will bring, but it's nothing that big. So basically, I do like the smaller 1 or 2 stream builds on Wednesdays, and then the big 3 or more stream builds on Fridays. Unless, of course, I really run out of stuff to do. Alright, we got 3 of the candlesticks on there, and then an inverted cone. Inverted bright green cone, where are you? Over here? No. Oh, there you are. There we go. And then a 1x1 cylinder plate and a green cone. There. And another 6 stem flower piece. It's a little loose. Alright, so let's see. Orange leaves times 3 and bright orange flowers on the lower ones. And there we go. I also do 3 minifig blind builds every stream. That's what these are from the various sets. And then let's see, we got bright green on top of, bright orange on top of regular orange. And there we go. Okay, get those last flowers on. Okay, and that is going right in there. There we go. Hey, get back on there. You're not allowed to fall off. There we go. It'll be better once we actually get some, like, I guess I could stand it up like that, but then you're missing out on the fuzzy bits. I'm pretty sure that's the technical botanical name for those plants, fuzzy bits. All right, 2 candlesticks on top there, and bright green bar holder with clip. And we get that element and a toothed clip. There we go, and that. Let's turn that. That gets all the way down there. There we go. You have 6 things in your cart for Lego, but you're not a fan of the flower pot for the free gift. Well, you do get the other things. They do have the 4x4, and you'll get the spring VIP pack, which is pretty nice. Like, in order to get this, you'll get those other ones. But there's some really nice pieces. Like, these. I don't have any of these in yellow. Tons and tons of the bright green candlestick elements. But, yeah, to each their own. You know, wait a couple weeks, and I'm sure they'll have something else. All right, how many? 6 of the candlesticks. Like, I've heard the rumor that there's a total of 4 Houses of the World this year, and they've done 2, so they might either come back with different ones or redo the previous ones. You have 4 things you need to build. That's fair. That is fair. Get that one right in there. Okay, next up, there's only 5 of the candlesticks. So this one isn't going to be quite as long. There we go, 5. 2 more 1x1 cylinder plates with hollow studs, and get that in there. And get that on top. Alright. And that one goes right in there. Alright, another leaf element. Alright, another 6L bar with stop, candlestick, and a bar holder with clip. And that flower is trying to escape. It's not allowed. There we go. Where are we putting that? That is going back there on the cone. There we go. Alright, and another one, but without the candlestick. There we go. Alright. Next up, oh, I missed a page. Yeah, 4 of these. Okay. Get the 4 candlestick pieces. Another 2L bar with stop. And another of the yellow domes. And that goes right there. There we go. Okay, and then a 6L bar with stop that slides all the way down through there. Alright, I guess we're going to do the flower last after we put on the pot section. Alright, so these are also used as, like, hot air balloons for the Princess Peach Super Mario game. And I think a couple of the Disney or Friends sets have had them as well. I don't think in bright yellow. I think they've tended to be like white, red, or the pink shades. So that's pretty cool. But I have not gotten any of those yet, so I'm pretty happy to have gotten some in the first place. Alright, so we need to build 4 of these, so let's go ahead and get these 2x3 plates with 1x2 tiles with 2 studs. Yeah, they're pretty neat as like hot air balloon pieces. Nothing's gonna beat the Adventurer's hot air balloon, though. Oh, I love that one. That was so good. I just realized that we've had red 2L axles, and now we're getting black ones. Again, why 2 different colors in the same set? I don't know. I guess the black is going to show up less on the outside. So I guess that's it. Yeah, red would be a lot more noticeable in there than black is. So I guess that's why. Should probably turn the page so I know where those are going to go. Alright, looks like the narrow part goes on the top. Alright. There we go, first one. There we go, get that third one in, and then the fourth one. Would probably be a little bit better if it had some clips on the top, but that is really nice. That other than it being a little bit like little slide, slides apart a little bit with pressure, but no, that looks pretty good. I like that. Like it's very smooth. No big obvious gaps there. There is down here, and I think that an 8x8 radar dish would work really well if you're turning this into an actual balloon to go on the top kind of thing. But for a flower pot, it's fine. I mean, a Lego flower pot, it's fine. So, very, very cute. I like that. Alright, now we get a brown 3-stem, 2 lime green and pink flowers. And let's see, it does look like we are doing the longest one. There we go. And then a dark pink flower. And brown 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud, and brown 1x1 tile with top clip. There we go. And that is just going to be clipped on right there. Yeah, I really do like the way that looks, and like in terms of making any kind of shape like that, that's gonna be super useful. Make like an Arabian or Persian building, that kind of thing. All right, 4L axle, a number 3 Technic connector, dark brown pneumatic connector there, and another pneumatic connector there at 90-degree angle. And a brown 1x1 cone. Alright, 2 1x1 tiles with top clips and 1x1 cylinders with hollow studs. Get these both on there. And those go on that clip and that clip. There we go. Alright, we want to do 2 of these, so 2 of the 3-stem plants, white eggshell with dark pink flower in it. Get that there for a nice flower. There we go. Alright. Then lime green leaves and pink flowers. Get 4 of these. I think there's going to be 2 more of these types of things that we're going to make. Oops. Doesn't help me if I put the part on the other one that I want. There we go. Alright, and that goes right in there. That one goes right in there. There we go. Oh no, one of these goes on top. My mistake. Alright, and okay, so again, 3-stem plant, bright dark pink flower on one of them, and then pink and lime green leaves times 2. There we go, and then that one goes right in here. Okay, we get our 1x1 cylinder plate with bar, 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud, and a 3-stem plant. We need 2 of these. There we go. Okay. Alright. Pink flower and lime leaves on the shortest ones. The longest one is going to have a dark pink flower. And dark pink flower inside the eggshell. There we go. And let's get the other one done. And there we go. Alright, and then the bar holder with a clip on each of them. Okay, and where do these fit on? Alright. So one of them clips onto the Is that... Yeah, it's actually pretty straight up, actually. Let's turn that a little bit. There we go. And then the other one over on the other side. There we go. And that is going to fit down on that 6L bar with stop that we got in there. If I can get that in there. Yep, there we go. Not too bad. There goes that one. That leaf. That is one of the... My like, one big complaint with the botanical sets is that the leaves tend to just be very, very wobbly. Alright, hold on a second. Do that. Like, the leaves do not stay in position and stuff like that. They tend to just be wobbly. Alright, so this is the Flowerpot. Very nice set, I think, for 262 pieces and about a half an hour build, a little bit over. And very nice flowers. And if you just like want to decorate a Lego town or even Lego castle or something like that, you get a lot of really good pieces. So we'll zoom in on some of the flowers. Like, they just really, really do look good. And I really like how they ended up doing these with the eggs. You wanna focus? There we go. So, very nice. Very, very nice. And then, of course, with the flower pot itself, is very cute. And you can just, like, you know, put the leaves at other angles that you like and stuff like that. Alright, extra pieces in these bags. We got an extra brown 3-stem plant. Brown 1x1 cylinder with bar. Brown 1x1 cylinder with hollow stud. Green 1x1 cylinder with hollow stud. 1x1 plate flowers in orange, bright orange, pink, and dark pink. Red 7-petal flower. And a dark gray 2L bar with stop. Good set of extra pieces, too. Very nice. Yeah, it is a good set. I really do like it. I highly recommend the botanical sets. They're fun to build generally, and they look really nice. Very inventive use of parts as well. So I am quite happy with them. The only downside is that feel odd to follow a physical instruction manual. It does, yes. I keep reaching for my mouse over here to change the page. Keep reaching for my mouse to change the page. Oh, Princess Linda got pushed off, and horse needs to be repositioned. All right, so we got 3 minifigs. We finished our friendship treehouse, and the flower pot, the current gift with purchase. Highly recommend them. They're very nice. There was also the 4x4 ambulance 4x4. Like, if you're getting this, you're going to get the ambulance, the 4x4 ambulance as well, emergency aid thing. We built that, I think, a month or 2 ago. That's a decent set. And you'll also get a spring VIP package that we opened up a stream or 2 ago. Lots of good pieces, but this is a higher tier. I think it's like 150 or 170 bucks to get that. So it's a little bit on the pricey side to get that, but you also get the other 2 things, so it's not a bad deal if you ask me. And I think they still have some VIP redemption things, like redeem some points to get some small sets, and I keep forgetting to get them. So we'll see how long those those are up for. I do hope to get them. I don't think that anyone that I follow is on right now. No. So, I'm going to thank you guys for coming on out. We will be back on Friday for some more Final Fantasy III Pixel Remaster in the morning, and then continuing our enormous Eiffel Tower build. That is just the base back there. Friday night, and then Saturday back for more Spelljammer. Monday back to Dragon Quest Builders 1. And next Wednesday we will continue the Minish Cap in the morning, and we'll be building something new Wednesday night. What that will be, I have not decided yet. You'll have to tune in to see what it will be. I do have some other botanical sets, so that is possible. But we will think about that. Anyway, thank you all very much for coming on out. Really do appreciate it, and thank you very much, Robin Graves, for that raid. Very much appreciate that as well. And I will see you guys on another night. See you then, everyone.